Okay, so it was, yeah, I thought a really fun game to be a part of. I think it's great, for the city, for the state of Arizona to see, two teams of that caliber just, go at each other. I thought it was, quality basketball. They got some really good pieces, and as they, get Foster right, back into the flow of what they're doing, I think, they have obviously big upside to get better as we do. I mean, I can't believe how much better we've gotten in like less than 3 weeks. It's to see what we're doing, particularly with the offensive end. I think it's been real positive. Again, we just gotta try and limit the turnovers we had in the first half. Again, we've done that a couple of times. Just got to take care of the ball a little better. I think it was just an exciting environment. It was a great crowd. I think the guys were just excited to play, and maybe went a little too quick, in that first half. But other than that, it's that, and then the offensive rebounding. We got to make sure we do better with those two areas. I think, but otherwise, I'm very happy.
For all of you, what do you attribute this rapid improvement to?
You just don't know when things will click all the time, and until you get tested, you don't clean up a lot of little things that you need to clean up in order to get out of your own way to become a better basketball team. But like working with the guys all summer into the fall, like I saw the potential of what they could do individually, and I think now we're doing it in a more cohesive way, in a more team way. You're seeing the extra passes, the one more passes, and we're sharing the ball and playing the right way.
Yeah, I think we made a collective effort after the Duke game to, try and come together more. I think we were apart. So the leadership I think grew. Guys like Ace, BJ, Mace, they really stepped up. And we finally figuring it out.
Coach, what can you say about Joson's performance today?
Well, I mean, it looked like I was watching him in a gym in April. Where was that? Rock Hill?
Yeah, something like that.
Rock Hill, South Carolina, man. Joe was just, just playing with the ultimate confidence, and he's such a gifted kid. And when he gets in a zone like that, like he's virtually like unstoppable because he could get to the basket, he could shoot right in your face, he could go off into the mid range. So we were trying to get him the ball as soon as when he was in the game because he had that look like we had ultimate confidence he was going to make a play.
Coach, you guys had significantly better three-point shooting today. What can you attribute that to?
I mean, we were pretty good at Santa Clara. I mean, we made 15 threes. So, I mean, I'm not surprised to see us. Our percentages were better, but to get 11, I think that is kind of normal for us. I think we're somewhere in that range we would be game in and game out if we played the right way. But certainly we also went inside and we got Sean Phillips. I complimented him after the game. He had a really good first half, especially for us, and set the tone in the paint. We wanted to attack them, and they're good with their guards. They do a good job of driving the ball, and I thought our perimeter held up fairly well. Having Foster shoot 5 of 17, he's a really talented guy.
What do you think changed in the beginning of the second half? It looks like the game wasn't out of reach at that point, but you guys were full control for the last 20 minutes.
I mean, I told him at halftime I felt pretty confident about what we were doing. We just had to take care of the ball, and we weren't. We had 11 turnovers at halftime, so and then we had to keep them off the free throw line. We were fouling too much, so I think those two things. And I said outside of that, really, I think we're a better basketball team, and we just got to go out and prove it in the next 20 minutes.
Joson, did you have a feeling before the game that it could be a big day for you, and what kind of was working that allowed you to go out?
Oh yeah, a little bit in warm-ups. I wasn't really missing. I ain't gonna lie. And and I just came in the game. He ran a play for me and just started off hot.
Coach, how important was Basheer's ability to get to the line and dribbling runners?
Yeah, I mean, Basheer's put together a heck of a couple of games for us, high-level games, and rebounding the ball and putting the ball in the basket, like you touched on, getting to the free throw line. And then defense has got to play him away from the basket. He can shoot, he can drive, so he's a very complete player. And it's nice as a coach to have someone that can do so many things to impact, quality offense, and Basheer does that, and that move he made was kind of a signature move, and in the middle of the floor when he was able to shot fake and step through and lay the ball in. I had a lot of confidence when I saw that ball go through the basket after that move that we had a pretty good chance to win this game.
Does anything come to mind as a comparison atmosphere-wise, neutral site like tonight was?
I mean, usually like our Santa Clara game, that like you could count the people that were there. Like this was like a neutral site game that like there was a ton of just energy in the building, and it was like a high level thing to be a part of. So I really enjoyed getting that feel, just as I did on Sunday. We walked on the floor against Gonzaga, man. It's like, all right, ready to go to war. So excited to do it. I'm happy we did it, and I think, like I said earlier, I think it's great for college basketball in the state of Arizona. I will say this though. I don't think, and I told my team this, nobody in the country through 4 games has played a harder schedule than us. When you talk about playing Santa Clara, neutral, this GCU team, 30-win team with a lot of guys back, and then on the road at Gonzaga. So just for us to be where we are right now is really, we're in a good spot. We got to keep getting better, get home. We got a couple of home games coming up, and so we're excited about where things are going.
Coach, you have one senior and one freshman up here on the podium with you right now. What does it mean to you to have scoring from both age ranges at the top and at the bottom?
I mean, we wanted to get a mix of everything. Our freshmen are exciting and are all playmakers. Amir came in right away, hit a 3. JQ, his defense, man, whoa, his block at the end of the game. I mean, some of the things, his steal, like with his hand quickness, his lateral movement, things he does is just, it's different. So you got that, and you got a bunch of guys like Basheer and BJ Freeman and Mace played with great pace again today, really controlled things for us. So I like what we have, the returning players, the portal guys, and the freshmen. I think it was good roster construction so far.
Bobby, with your size and length, how concerned are you with GCU's offensive rebounding? Is it just a couple tweaks, or is it deeply concerning and there's some work to be done?
I mean, I've been talking a lot about it. We'll continue to focus on it. I think some of it's correctable. I think, we have the size and the ability athletically to go get the ball. And I think some of the rebounding was coming from the perimeter. So we got to make sure that our guards are chipping in and rebounding as well and helping those guys in the paint.
So just on, obviously all throughout high school AAU, you're the guy. You're never coming off the bench. You're there at the starting 5. How hard was it to adjust to coming off the bench? I mean, a night like tonight, it doesn't seem like it mattered.
Yeah, it really don't matter. I feel like it's kind of the same. You just go in and play hard and just help the team any possible way to win.
I know obviously you have a lot of dreams to play at the next level. Putting on a show like this in the arena, what does that mean for you?
It's normal, to be honest. I just hoop to. I ain't gonna lie.
Basheer, a more physical game today. Does that play your guys' strengths, you feel like?
Yeah, I think we have the bodies, the length. I think we can down low. I think we have good size. Especially with me and JQ starting, both 6'9" plus. So I feel like that if we need to go to that, or we can go to the finesse as well with both of us. Yeah.
Coach, when you don't have film on a guy like Tyon with this iteration of GCU, how much tougher does that make the scout, and how much do you credit Joson's effort in those one-on-ones for really the 5-17 night?
Yeah, I mean, we did. We really, the guards did. Joe was a part of that. We had multiple guys on him at different times, but he's very good, attacking the basket. We wanted him to be more of a contested jump shooter. We talked about getting into gaps so that he didn't see big driving lanes, because he's very dynamic, very explosive player. So we tried to do the best job we could of just keeping him in front and trying to contest his shots.
Last one. Bobby, would you want to see ASU and GCU get on the court more often, and what would that do for the whole Arizona basketball scene if they were to do that?
I liked it. I liked it a few years ago when we did it. It was we did the home and home. I thought it was a good thing. It's a positive thing. They're on the rise. They are. I mean, they've arrived, as a legitimate threat in college basketball, and to go to postseason, and they're built with their guard play to go on beyond this game and have a really good year. So we could certainly negotiate and talk about that.
All right, thanks guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.